Well, now to the big political story of the day. The stage is now set. California Senator Kamala Harris is Joe Biden's pick for vice president.
The two of them will face off against President Trump, and tonight he is already on the attack. KCAL 9's Tom Wade is live in the newsroom with the latest on this historic pick. Tom.
Yeah, a big day in politics. Jasmine and Jeff. Biden and Harris duked it out on the debate stage about a year ago. That was then. This is now. The two are now a team, and many Democrats are cheering this choice. The Republicans are already fighting back. Tonight, Joe Biden tweeted this photo, captioned, "Let's go win this." Today, his campaign made history. The former vice president picked Kamala Harris to be his running mate. She is only the third woman and the first black woman who is also of Asian and Indian descent to be on a major party's presidential ticket. The California senator tweeted moments after the news broke, writing, "I'm honored to join him as our party's nominee for vice president and do what it takes to make him our commander-in-chief." Harris was considered a frontrunner when she launched her own bid for the Democratic nomination and went after Biden during a primary debate last summer.
You also worked with them to oppose busing. And, there was a little girl in California who was part of the second class to integrate her public schools. And she was bused to school every day. And that little girl was me.
On Twitter, Biden called Harris a fearless fighter of the little guy, adding Harris worked closely with his son, Beau, when she was Attorney General of California. Former President Obama tweeted his approval of the ticket, saying, "This is a good day for our country. Now let's go win this thing." Tonight, LA Mayor Eric Garcetti, who was the national co-chair of the campaign's vice presidential selection committee, says everyone involved in the process is proud of who Mr. Biden chose.
I know a very difficult decision for the vice president, but at the end, to see a Californian, to see a friend, to see somebody who will make history not just once, not just twice, but 3 times, to me fills me with a lot of hope for this country. And to see a Californian on the ticket for the first time in almost 40 years is, I think, a great thing for the Golden State.
Critics of Harris say her record as a former prosecutor and California Attorney General may be an issue, but recently, as a senator, she's become a vocal proponent of police reform.
As a prosecutor, in a way, she's in a great position. In a way, she's in a very difficult position because we have a nationwide push towards reforming the criminal justice system. And she was, of course, part of that system in a different era. And so the
president attacked Biden's choice in his daily coronavirus briefing.
She did very, very poorly in the primaries, as you know. She was expected to do well, and she ended up at right around 2% and spent a lot of money. She had a lot of things happening, and so I was a little surprised that he picked her.
The question has already come up. If Senator Harris and Biden were to win, what would happen to Harris's Senate seat? Governor Gavin Newsom would appoint someone to finish her term, which ends in 2023. As for Biden and Harris, they will appear together tomorrow at an event in Wilmington, Delaware. Live in the newsroom, I'm Tom Wade. Jasmine, back to you.